Yeah. Okay. Did you find the beer?
I did not find that beer. Yeah. No. I was hoping. I looked all over. I searched around for like probably like a good almost 10 minutes in Party House. I was like, I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna find it. Didn't find it.
Yeah, I got lucky. I actually went to Tustin on Saturday.
Nice.
And I picked up this beer, but I ended up didn't want to drink anymore. So I was like, I'll just save it for Beer Belly. And I purposely bought one for Beer Belly, but that'll be next time.
Oh, a little teasy. Okay, a little teasy boy.
Yeah. Like it? So I like to tease the listeners, the viewers, all that fun stuff. Wait, let me do it.
There we go. I'm feeling good now. There you go. Wow. That was such a 180 in mood so quickly. I'm still trying to catch up. Dear God.
Yeah, well, sometimes that's the best thing to do.
It is the best medicine.
I'm ready for a beer. Beer is the best medicine. I'd imagine back in the days during caveman. Wait, was there beer during caveman time?
I'm sure it's called urine. Yes.
I'm sure that was their medicine.
Most definitely, depending on the region you lived in. If you were in the Pacific Northwest, Mastodon pee all day.
Oh yeah.
If you were like on the Upper East Side, then it would probably be more like Tyrannosaurus piss. But whatever your preference, you just gotta search high and low. Much like it is to get a quality brew nowadays, you have to really work for it in order to get what you want. So yeah. It's okay. We're the paleontologists of our day, really. That's what we're doing right now.
Fucking scientist.
Yes.
With our bro science.
That's all this podcast is running off of nowadays. Well, we have some exciting news to talk about that we're going to be experiencing later on this evening. But before we do, why don't we just talk about I thought there was something else happening before the orgy, but I'm glad the orgy is still happening. That's good too.
Okay. Fucking do
so, as an episode of Beer Belly, you could typically assume we're going to have some beer today. This time we're having two different brews between each other, and this might be a little bit more of a more quick boy, if you will, compared to other episodes because we have
There are more important things
later. Yes,
there are way more important things than the listeners sometimes. Beer is one of them.
Absolutely. Well, with that, sir, what did you bring to the table today? I know what you're bringing, but to the people who don't know what you're bringing today,
a Maui Wowie IPA. Now, I want you to know the only reason I bought this beer. Okay, I went to a liquor store craving a Pliny the Elder. I mean, I was craving one.
Interesting.
And I went, and they sold out. I was like, fuck. But as I was walking in, a guy was walking out, and he had like 8 of these.
Damn.
And then I was looking around for another beer, and this was literally the last one. So I was like, if that isn't a sign, I don't know what is. There
you go.
And I should let you know that same night, I actually drove to a different liquor store and got myself Pliny the Elder.
You still were able to find one. Good. So it didn't quite, you having this cool one, that shout out to that guy, whoever that mystery man is, even though he inspired you to get this beer, it wasn't enough to not find a Pliny the Elder at some point that night. That's cool. I respect your determination for sure. Nice. Actually, it's funny you mentioned that because the liquor store I went to buy mine, they were sold out of Pliny the Elder as well. I wonder if it's because Pliny the Younger is actually like out in the wild right now. And so now maybe like the Russian River hype is going crazy, which is kind of what we experienced this past weekend anyway.
Well, kind of.
Kind of, yes.
Not really.
Not to the degree that we expected or wanted.
We went where the milk was made, but did we have any of the milk? No.
They didn't let that cow out of pasture. Why?
I'm not even gonna get into it. I'm in a good place. We're gonna have some good stuff later.
Unless we die in a fiery crash on the way there, then we're gonna have a great night tonight.
Oh my God! I hope the Maui Wowie isn't the last beer I have. What'd you get, sir? Let me know.
I got, and this is actually, I've been following this brewery on Instagram for quite a while now. And just earlier today, I actually made sure that I followed, I think, the 3 Instagram accounts they have. And it's by Humble Sea Brewing. This is Squirt Gun Fight. We've actually had an IPA from them before, which was I believe it was considered a foggy IPA. It was called Nothing But a Hound Fog. You actually bought them.
Yep, I remember that.
For the
Nothing but
show
a
a while
hound fog.
back. But
They got good beer.
I can't help but love all of their designs for every single beer. I can't help it. Like they're so fun and silly. And there's usually like a play on words in some way.
Yeah, I recently got probably a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, I got a wild thornberry beer that they make.
Nice.
But it was like wild hopberry or something like that. I actually want to say, said wild thornberries because it had the actual characters on the can.
Oh yeah, no, they do a really good job of like showing caricatures of other characters that they're like referencing. Like they do all sorts of stuff, like video games, shows, comic books, like ridiculous stuff. Like they really draw inspiration from a lot of different things. So it's kind of cool. So a lot of different kinds of media. So I'm excited to try this one. I'm gonna pour it my little glassy right now. But before I drink it from the glass, I'm gonna try it from the can as it was originally served. Let's see here. Ooh, that is a golden, dare I say, slightly citrusy boy. This is considered, though, a double dry hopped foggy IPA. So I went with something a little bit lighter, and I saw that the store I went to had some Humble Sea beers, and I was like, oh, I've been wanting to have some more. But I was like, oh, well, considering what we're going to be doing later tonight and having some very amazing beer, I wanted to have an IPA, but something that was a little lower in octane, nice and light. This is only 6.5 because I want to get my socks rocked tonight, later on tonight, with what we're about to experience.
Mine's 6.5. You little bitch.
There you go.
You little
Twinsies.
bitch. Oh, wait, are we both 6.5? I think we're 6.4.
I'm 6.5. 6.5.
Oh my god, no, I'm a little bitch too. Well, cheers for being a little bitch.
I'll drink to that all day. Well, actually, wait, I lied. Let me drink from the can first. There we go.
Oh yeah. It tastes like medicine.
It is light. It is
like
light.
The good kind of medicine.
Okay.
Like a good doctor said, this will cure you, and he gives me a 6-pack, and then I just drink
IPA a day keeps the doctor away. Never forget.
A sequel.
It might be. I'm not opposed. And where did you say your beer was from? What brewery was it?
Beer Works. Beer Works.
That's all it's called. Brew. Oh no, what's it say on the?
No, it's Altamont Beer Works.
Altamont Beer Works. Cool.
Works.
Rad.
Livermore, California.
There you go. I found out that Humble Sea has like 3 different locations I was only aware of one, which is in Pacifica, but apparently, and I was so bitter when I found this out, the third Instagram account of theirs that I followed today, I found out that it's in Felton, California. I looked up where Felton is.
Right?
We were just there. We were just fucking there. So I was very bitter earlier today. Speaking of which, okay, I gotta. This actually. So this relates to what I was saying right now. So I was actually in the bathroom when I was reading this. I was not drinking in the bathroom, but when I discovered it again, I was bitter. But I'm just gonna come out with this one. Might as well. Have you ever had a beer while taking a dump?
Yes.
I love the dramatic pause. Okay, go on.
Well, I had to think about it, and I'm pretty sure when I was in Cancun, I brought a Corona in with me and just drank it.
You're in Cancun. You're an old Cancan. You might as well do it.
Oh, no.
Might as well.
No.
You would be wrong not to. Okay. I feel less of a freak because I've found myself doing it twice within the past like 3 weeks.
Oh my God. You might be an alcoholic, AJ.
Well, I got home from work one time and it was a long, busy night. So I was like, you know what? I want a beer. And then I realized, you know what? I also got a poo. Why not just PB&J this bad boy and just do both at once? It's all good. Okay.
I like that reference. PB&J this bitch.
Sometimes you got to do it. Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes you got the peanut butter. Sometimes you got the jelly. And sometimes you got a beer in your hand.
Science. Once again. Science.
Oh, my God. So, since we're on the topic of pooping.
Sure, of course.
We just came back from a nice little vacation. And
oh, my God.
If there's one thing I've learned about us. Here we go. AJ's poop duration is way higher than mine. but my poop frequency is way higher than AJ's.
Oh, I'm glad you feel that way. I thought my frequency was like off the charts that weekend, but I was also very sick from just drinking too much beer.
No, I'm pretty sure I pooped more than you. I'm just more
quiet
about
I'm
it.
glad to hear that. See, we even each other out then.
You're gone so long, it's noticeable. That's the problem.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. It was like, man, is he okay? Yeah, I think Sin asked me once if I fell in, and then second if I was all right, like twice throughout that trip.
You were gone for half an hour, bro.
I believe it. I was sick. I was sick as a dog. Like I was, just I had to go. The deuce needed to be dropped multiple times.
Sometimes you just gotta poo, you know?
Yeah. It's nature's cure for everything.
No, beer is. Poo second, though.
Just got a divorce? Take a poo. Think about it. Let it
Maybe
go.
Maybe drink a beer while you're pooing. AJ does it.
Here's your thoughts on it. And also, you know what? You release a lot of your demons. That might have been tied to your marriage at one point, but drink and poo.
The old drink pushed her away, so just keep pooing away at this point.
You're welcome,
so bad.
Everyone.
It's just spitting facts.
Can't help it.
So we did go up to my favorite location to visit, Northern California.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't do too many breweries.
No, I was sad because I was like I said, I looked at and Humble Sea was like not far at all from where we were. I was very bitter. That could have been another stop for us, but oh well.
Yeah,
but we did do a couple.
I was gonna say this is more of a cocktail trip.
Yes,
I feel like we have a lot of cocktails,
and I'm glad the girls got to enjoy that for sure, because it ended up being fun for everyone. We got to hit up a couple nice restaurants that were super fun and chill with, like you said, really good cocktails as well. Actually, you had yourself a couple good things that trip. What was it? Was it a whiskey drink that you had that was really nice over at? I'm trying to think of what
location.
Goose and Gander. When we went down to the speakeasy level.
No, I didn't get any whiskey drinks.
No, I thought you had a cocktail there that you were proud of, that you said you liked even more than the breakfast spot we went to the next morning or afternoon.
Did I say that?
I thought so. Maybe I'm thinking of later in the evening.
I don't know. I was drunk.
You said a lot of things that weekend.
I said a lot of things that weekend that I don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember the weekend.
It was a blur.
It went by so fast. So we visited Santa Rosa, of course, the Bay. Oh, and then we visited the Bay.
Yeah, absolutely. To anyone who maybe didn't hear the last few episodes of the show, we were talking about leading up to going up to Santa Rosa, because the original idea was to go to the initial launch of Pliny the Younger, which ended up ultimately getting delayed. Anyone listening to the show that's into beer is probably aware of that, but that's for another time. If you really want to know what we're talking about, go back a few episodes and you'll know.
You'll know the name of the episode. We don't even need to say it. You'll see the name. You'll know. It's called Pliny the Heartbreaker.
There you go. That was, this is the sequel to that, essentially. There's that. There's goddamn. Yeah, they're all just, it's been really rough being a fan of Russian River Brewing Company. Not that they're doing anything terrible. No, it's not their fault at all. It's just sad because we love their beer so much.
Maybe it is their fault
to enjoy it.
Maybe it is. Other places are serving it.
Oh my God.
Am I wrong?
Point. No, you are not wrong.
Did the governor say shut this shit down? Or did they choose to shut that shit down?
Right. You know what, though? That was cool. I did see on Instagram that the owners, they went to like some festival where it's like all IPA tastings and stuff.
I was salty about that because that was literally 2 days after we left.
They were part of, apparently, this competition that they go to where they test all these local IPAs and such. They went there, Russian River went there, and they served Pliny the Younger to everyone there, not just the judges, because they had the People's Choice category, which I believe they won that category. I think they got first place in 2 out of 3 categories. It wasn't the People's Choice one? Oh,
wait,
okay.
I'm sorry. People's Choice. I know the one they posted, they were second place for triple IPA.
Yes. Okay. So for that one, and I think they got first place in two other categories though, which was again
Oh,
People's Choice IPA, and then that's what it was. It was a double and triple IPA like festival competition. That's so cool. That's so freaking cool. I'll have to go on their Instagram right now, unless you're already on it.
I'm looking at it right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, People's Choice, they got gold. Double IPA, they got bronze,
Over Pliny the Elder. Okay.
and triple, they got silver. So they only got first and one, I think.
Oh, just in one. Okay, gotcha. Well, let's see. In the triple IPA, Pliny the Younger got second place by the judges.
I want to try that first
but
one.
it
To be
got
honest with
People's
you.
Choice though.
Yes.
So that's what I'm thinking of. And then yeah, Pliny the Younger got third on double IPAs. Pretty rad though. I would love to go to something like that.
There
Can you
does
imagine how
not
trash
exist.
people get?
Oh my god. Well, I went to one. It was called the Tequila and Taco. God, I want to say tournament. I don't want to say it's festival.
Mhm.
And when we went there, there was one taco truck, one everything truck. That's it. And then everybody was serving beer. It was not tequila. I'm not complaining,
No, sure.
but I don't remember how that night ended. I should say all of that. I don't remember a lot of the drive home. I remember almost throwing up in my sister's purse.
The optimal place to do it.
I remember going home and having some quesadillas and then passing out. And then just, darkness. Almost throwing up in a purse. Darkness. Quesadillas in my mouth. Darkness. Sleep. Darkness.
I'm glad to hear it was a wondrous time.
It also didn't help that when we left and I was very drunk, I decided to get a margarita this big at a restaurant. So, some of us make stupid choices. Not me, though. That's my
no, certainly not. No, you were doing the right thing, if anything. So kudos to you for sure. How are you liking your beer?
It's okay. It's not like I feel like once they're at the 6%, they're always not that bad.
Sure.
They're little bitch beers. It's like Corona.
Are you saying as opposed to like 4% IPAs?
I'm
Because
saying
those are a
opposed to,
travesty to humankind.
A pregnant lady can drink that. I'm talking about like 7, 8, 9, 10%ers.
The Surgeon General does not recommend what John just said, but
I am the Surgeon General.
Jesus, girl. Oh, we found the name of the episode. Very good.
There it is.
I almost spat up my beer right now.
Surgeon General.
I got to get you a pin that says that so you can put it on your shirt tonight. Oh my god.
Oh, Jinx. This is a podcast.
You're going to see some pregnant woman drinking a water and be like, "Excuse me, ma'am. Actually, you can have this one."
It's only
and then
4%.
just hand her a big old beer. Actually, no, it's totally fine. Trust me, I'm the Surgeon General. Right.
Yeah, did you see my badge? My badge right here? It's actually a pin, but I'm waiting for the badge.
Exactly. Right. Yeah, it's coming in the mail. I promise.
Enjoy. You're welcome.
Oh God! I thought I saw this on my father's phone. God damn.
Dang. Nice.
We just got demonetized.
Look at that song. Oh, very quick. Right quick.
I was on it. God damn it. I thought I silenced my dad's phone.
So they love it. He loves it when they call him Big Papa.
Apparently,
how awkward is it going to be when I walk in and I say, "Hey, Papa, Big Papa"?
He'll probably be like, "Finally, someone gets it. I've been waiting to be called that."
Terrible. Sit on Daddy's lap.
Come on down. So, anyone who again doesn't listen to the show very much, John and I are kind of nerds of video games, particularly John in like the fighting game genre of things for sure. Particularly, I would say even further, Capcom fighting games.
Yeah, Capcom,
and I imagine by this point, John, you might be aware of the Capcom countdown that's going on right now, right?
Yes. that was pause for dramatic effect.
That was definitely a pause for dramatic effect.
Yes, I do know about it.
I'm kind of hype and curious as to what the hell it's going to be. I think a lot of people are that's where everyone's kind of going towards, but I think it's fun to speculate on what else it could possibly be. Like a lot of people are thinking, okay, what if it's like, I don't know, another Resident Evil game? What if it's the
But
reincarnation of Beautiful
Darkstalkers.
Joe, Darkstalkers,
No,
which I don't
not
think is going to
Beautiful Joe.
happen, but
Not Beautiful
it,
Joe. We've had this conversation. No, no. He just
no.
deletes data. I'm good. Ooh.
That would be awesome if they had a level in the game that just crashes your system and all that. That would actually be really terrible. But yeah, you know. But people are saying that it could be Mega Man also, like Mega Man 12. That would be crazy.
Or a new Mega Man X game. Like everybody thought Mega Man 10 was going to be the bridge between both the games. Nah, nah, way to fail, Capcom. But great job of doing it. What they do, it was like Mega Man X Street Fighter, where it was like the Street Fighter bosses were in the Mega Man games.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yes, you're right. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
That is
Great
what
job
went
on
down.
that.
Yeah,
I love
that was a
Capcom.
cute nod. That was cool.
They fucked up, but they clean shop. They clean shop. I mean, what's his name? Momo? They got rid of Momo?
Cold blooded. Why'd they have to cut Momo?
What's his name? Uno? Ono? Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, Yoshinori Ono. Yes.
Yeah, they got rid of him.
Yeah, they dropped him like a bad habit.
They demoted him and then he left.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
He's either you have all of me or none of me at all.
Probably. Or maybe they told him, why don't you leave on your terms because we're gonna fire you, is more what I feel like happened.
Right.
Let's be real. Street Fighter 5, not that great of a game.
I mean, it's gotten better over the years, but yes, and the launch of it was abysmal, to say the least, unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah. They did an MVCI. I mean, let's be real. Let's be real. It's a shitty game. The gameplay is great. I mean, but there's more than just gameplay. You don't drive a car if it's just nice looking. You get it for other features, you know?
That it can actually drive well. I agree.
MVCI. Speaking of MVCI, Monster Hunter's in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Yep. I remember when you sent that to me and I got instantly hyped. It was my first time actually seeing real gameplay with her in Marvel, like freaking hacked in, if you will, to Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which is so tight. I was having a lot of fun watching that character work in real time. So that was
just
cool.
like MVCI. It's insane.
They did a great job. They did a great job importing her. So I look forward to going to your house sometime and playing the hell out of that version of the game. For sure.
I won't have her download it. I'm sorry.
You're a bastard.
You can pick Ken, though. Oh, wait, I got Ken. You can't pick
Ken's
some characters.
pretty tight, though, too. Ken's pretty tight.
You can get Beautiful Joe. There you go.
Thank you.
Beat your ass. Relive my trauma. And beat it.
Right, there you go. I'm going to get amazing at playing Beautiful Joe in that game just to spite you, for sure.
That'll never happen.
Besides Street Fighter 6, which is probably what it's going to end up being, but which is great. I hope it's Street Fighter 6. I think that'd be awesome, especially if they choose to launch the game properly this time around, where it's like not a bare bones ass game that doesn't even have arcade mode in it. Like I think it didn't have arcade mode when it first launched. What fighting game doesn't have you play 10 characters? You play 10 computer characters and then you win. You know,
I'm not complaining
because you didn't play it.
I don't play arcade mode. I just want to fucking mash buttons against humans. PvP.
That's true. Well, at least Street Fighter 5 had that. At least it had that at launch. Thank God. It actually had a versus mode.
It was also a shitty game. You know.
Yeah. It was pretty disappointing. But I'm hyped for this countdown, though. I'm really wondering what it's going to be. If it's going to be a good game, Street Fighter 6, I wonder.
Even if it's not, Street Fighter 6 is going to be a good game. I know you heard those, like, I don't know if it was a rumor. I'm pretty sure it was like true, but they canceled what they've already worked on with Street Fighter 6. Like, people tested the game, they fucking hated it, and they scrapped it, and then they started from scratch.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
I don't think I knew that. Wow.
Yeah, that's the thing. I want to say it was like official. Like, it's not just a rumor that they had, a beta of a game and it was awful and they scrapped it and they started over.
Probably for the best. It was probably a lot like Street Fighter 5, where, you know what? I've been thinking about this lately, and I feel, and again, I don't really play Street Fighter 5 much at all, but just looking at it, I do enjoy watching it when it's high level play. I do, but comparing it to some other modern fighting games, or even I don't know, older fighting games as well, I feel it's like the definition of like vanilla. Like it's very straightforward. There's very little nuance, or at least there was for a long time. And within the past like year and a half, 2 years maximum, did they really start mixing up what characters can do in that game to where it's interesting and really eye catching and popping to nice to see. And then you have other games where maybe I don't even play them, but they're a lot more exciting to look at, like at a spectator level, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the thing about Street Fighter V, where it's like it's kind of pretty, but also kind of not. And ultimately, it's very just back and forth, nothing really crazy going on. And then you have other fighting games where it's like you got characters air dashing towards each other, and maybe there's assists going on. Maybe there's a tag mechanic in the game. Also, maybe the characters look really freaking sick in motion. But
play an anime game, bro.
I guess so, right? Exactly.
It's also the reason why I'm not the biggest fan of Street Fighter, but Street Fighter's main thing is footsies, you know?
Yes.
And I think that in its own is unbelievably complicated. It's not more complicated than playing a game like Marvel vs. Capcom 3, because Marvel vs. Capcom 3, it's just you got to get good at blocking.
Mm-hmm.
But Street Fighter, there's footsies, and you might get grabbed, you might get low, you might get high. Don't jump. You jumped. You got Shoryuken. You fuck. You know? I don't know. I get it. It took me a long time to appreciate. I've always appreciated Street Fighter 4 just because it was a fun game to watch. Mm-hmm. But I will say, I think Street Fighter, watching whatever little bit of Street Fighter 5 I have watched, made me really realize Street Fighter is a very footsie based game.
It is very complex. Don't get me wrong.
I do not have the patience to do this on a stick all day.
Right.
Punch. And then, go back to this for another 5 seconds. Punch. No. I'm good.
We're just like steadily whittling away at a life bar instead of just let me kill this character in like
I
one
want
big
my
combo.
hands to hurt from doing, reps, from doing loops.
I feel you. Most def. But again, if this game is Street Fighter 6, which it probably is, but who knows, maybe we'll be surprised and it isn't. But if it is, I hope they do an amazing job. And if any of these last characters that have come out for Street Fighter V are any indication, then it looks like they're really trying to mix up the formula and get things to be crazy again, which is cool. And I hope they have a really fun and cool art style as well. I feel like that's something that Street Fighter V is missing also, is like a really, really cool art style. Not to say there aren't characters that are neat looking, but it just looks very meh. Like I said, vanilla. I don't know.
Yeah, I get you. I feel that. You know what I am very curious about is I believe the name of the character is Luke.
Yes.
And when they announced him, they said he was going to be a big part of the next Street Fighter game.
Correct.
So I wonder why. Is it just the story or is it the way he plays? Because I know he plays a little differently than the other characters.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I haven't watched a ton of his gameplay, but the bit I've watched is pretty sick. Like his punches are actual projectiles, and to anyone that has no idea what the hell we're talking about, typically you can imagine, at least in a Street Fighter game, if you're punching, unless you're Dawson, that punch is only going so far. But like the hurt box, or the hitbox, if you will, of his some like projectile punches goes really far across the screen, and it's almost instantaneous to a degree too.
It's like
so it's
playing
pretty interesting
Dark
to
Phoenix.
see him. What's that?
It's like playing Dark Phoenix. I don't know if you know that about her. Every time you mash light, she shoots like these little fire projectiles.
Yeah. Mm-hmm, those little peas. Yeah. It's pretty messed up.
Oh, I'm gonna change the subject a little bit. Street Fighter 6, good. Let's say this will be the last topic because I'm curious. Boy, yes. I hope you watched it. Did you see the Doctor Strange trailer?
I have not.
Are you avoiding them?
I am not. No, I brought it up to Sin the night it came out. I got out of work and I was like, let's watch the trailer. And she's like, I want to go to sleep. So I was like, and I don't want to watch it without her. So the next night came by. Hey, you want to watch it? I got to go to sleep. So it's been 2 days.
3 minutes.
I know. I was surprised. I was honestly surprised she wasn't as hype as I was, but to be fair, she was sleeping from a long day of work.
When she finds out Tobey Maguire's in it and he's in the trailer, that I'm sure she'll get more excited about it. Oh yeah,
there you go.
Hugh Jackman's Wolverine is definitely on there too. So
Oh my god.
Spoilers. I mean,
I don't know what to believe.
Not if you saw the trailer already, which everybody did.
I know, right? Everybody, literally everybody. I'm sure.
Mr. Fantastic, he's in the trailer.
I'm actually surprised I haven't had the trailer spoiled for me yet. And it's not the trailer we saw at the end of Eternals, right? Like this is a brand new trailer.
There's more. There's like,
okay,
it's exciting more.
Good. Cool. I'm down.
Way more exciting. I mean, the rumors already have me hype, but from what we saw in the trailer, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine.
Okay. We'll see what comes to be. You son of a bitch. Well,
I'm telling you, one of these days, I'm gonna give you a real one.
Yeah,
you're not gonna believe me. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
Give me a nice rumor, or not rumor, like a spoiler sandwich. Like put like 2 fakes, a real, and then a couple more fakes in there.
Who's to say I didn't do it now? I did name 3 characters. I did name 3 characters. Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, and I don't remember the 3rd character I said, but he's definitely in it.
It's gonna be that one that probably isn't in there. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's not the guy you forgot. Oh, this is this show. Well, before we go, then, should we tell the people what it is we are doing tonight? Why it is that we are hype? Anyway, and then obviously we'll go into more details next episode, of course.
We are having Pliny the Younger.
Woo! It's finally freaking happening. Who'd have thunk that it would have happened as easily as it did for you guys anyway? I mean, so John and Yvonne, his lovely wife Yvonne, they hooked me up with a ticket apparently. Or if you wanted to, you could just use both your tickets and say "fuck you, AJ," which I would respect at this point. I would highly respect. That might have been in the back of your mind for all I know.
Like I can say it right now. Like I can say "fuck AJ," and you can't go. Well, you can still go.
Oh yeah, I'll still go.
You can get some of the younger that fall off my mustache. I mean, if that's
and I'll drink it too. I swear to God, I'll drink it
because I am the holder of the key. Oh yeah. Looks like there's only one, but there's 2.
Dirty dog. Bless you. Sorry, I'm sure that got in the microphone.
Yes, we'll talk more about it. Yeah, we heard it. Well, more about it on the next episode.
We'll definitely talk about it in the next episode. But yeah, Pliny the Younger. The reason we went up to Santa Rosa last weekend to begin with, which got delayed, we finally got it at a local spot. Shout out to Tustin Brewing. Actually, they hooked us up on Instagram and freaking restoried us based off your post. So good job, sir.
Stupidest thing I posted too.
Absolutely.
Terrible. I saw that one. I was like, oh my God, they posted that one. There's at least 30 people who are going to see my face.
At minimum. Bare minimum. You're going to get recognized. Be like, oh, it's that ticket guy. Don't let the kids near him tonight.
I'm pretty sure I saw drugs on his beard.
Well, we'll be sure to tell y'all how we like Pliny the Younger after we've had it. But until then, John, please, good sir, leave us with the words of wisdom for the week. Thank you.
For the love of God, go on Google, type in Pliny the Younger SoCal if you live in SoCal, and find it. You can find it this entire month all over the place. You best believe I'm going to be in Holland's Head Monday at 5 p.m.
Presidente's Day, baby. Be ready. All right, then. Well, I think that'll do it for this episode. Pardon all the background noise. I have a woolly mammoth of a father that's sneezing his ass off right now.
Big Papa? You talking about Big Papa?
Papa Burgundy. Anyway, that'll call for a day. Have a great one. Bye-bye.
Bye.